Okay, now this project, is this considered a mixtape, an album, an EP?
It's considered a mixtape.
It is.
Yeah.
Did you use a DJ to host it or no DJ?
No DJ. People still do that?
Some people do, yeah.
I think that's so like 2014. I think they died around 2014, 15.
Have you ever had a project hosted by a DJ before?
Yeah, it was a local project.
Okay.
By DJ Earl back in 2015, before I went to jail.
And you haven't since then?
No. I mean, I really, nowadays, with like, I guess with the game changing with streaming and all that stuff, it's like really a different world. Like people used to really do that for like more advertisement. So like now it's like you can really, you don't need them on kinda.
Now, this project, the title here, give me the whole story of the title and why you chose this title for this project.
I ain't lying. You know, we TBG Gorilla Gang, and I feel like besides G, shit, I'm the biggest ape to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm the biggest ape, so I you know, and people call me Big Ape, so I'm going ahead and roll with it.
This is a title you come up with? This is a title somebody else comes up with for you?
I had made a post on Instagram, and I told people to comment a title, and I had seen it, and I had already been doing the hashtag, and people like, shit, that's your title right there.
Now the artwork, can you explain the artwork and the concept of it for this project?
The artwork is like my inner gorilla coming out. It's me turning into a gorilla. That's why you see half man, half ape. You know what I'm saying? You see my eyes turning. You see my, you know what I'm saying?
This is something you come up with the design or the graphic designer for this?
The graphic designer, Trill Graphics, because I have no type of creativity when it comes to creating stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Now the release date for this project, was there any significance on the release date that you chose?
No, it was supposed to come out on my birthday on March 29th, and it got prolonged like 3 weeks because I was dealing with some legal issues with like being signed and stuff. So that was the only reason it came out on that date, and I was tired of waiting.
Could those legal issues been prevented, hindsight 2020, or no?
They could have, but not on my behalf. It was just, you know what I'm saying? It was just, I can't really explain it. It's like, ain't no bad feelings, and it's like, we was on 2 different times, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, so you just gotta go different ways, you know?
When you say legal issues, I mean, that's a general term. Is there anything you could say specifically about it, or are you just keeping it as that?
I was inside a deal situation. I was in a deal, but both, like, they ain't, you know, finished they behalf. They ain't finished what they were supposed to do. So, you know what I'm saying? We went through legal things, you know, came out with an agreement, and, you know, we walked both our separate ways.
I see.
We still good though. Ain't no bad blood.
Hindsight 2020, were you okay with the final date when it finally came out, or not happy with that? Wish it would have came out on your birthday still.
Yeah, I wish it would have came out on my birthday, because I feel like everybody who came out on my birthday, I would have blew them out the water. I feel like everybody who came out on that day couldn't do nothing with me. So, but I mean, I was happy that it came out, but the thing is, like, some artists don't mean no, like, I just like realized like how I hurted myself though. You know, if you're an artist, you need to turn in your project at least a month and a half before your due date. Or like me, I missed out on charting, all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I still, you know, I stream out the planet, you know what I'm saying? But I still hurted myself. I took a little away, you know what I'm saying? A little momentum away from my tape, you know what I'm saying? But it's like you live and you learn, you know what I'm saying?
Now, somebody watching this that's just hearing about this project for the first time, or maybe somebody watching this that's seen the project out but hasn't had a chance to press play yet. We'll dissect the records in detail in a little bit, but overall, can you describe the sound overall of what one would hear when they do listen to this project?
Overall song.
Yeah, how would you describe the overall sound of this project?
I describe it as like when you a buffet. You know what I'm saying? Every little taste that you want, you can get from it. You know what I'm saying? That's about the closest thing I can put. Like everything you want to, you know what I'm saying? Some slow, some fast, some gangster, some love is all up in there. You know what I'm saying? All of me.
How honest are these lyrics?
About 98%, 99.9. I don't tell no lies.
Well, there's 0.1% that might be a lie, right?
Nah, it's just sometimes, you know, it'll be like a little emphasis. I won't tell no lies though.
These lyrics on this project here, did you write them? Did you freestyle and punch in?
Some of them I done wrote, like a couple of them I probably wrote a hook in jail or something, or I had it memorized in my head, but overall, I get in the studio and I just punch in. I don't freestyle all the way through, but I punch in freestyle.
There was some material on this project that was written when you were in jail.
Right.
And somebody watching this that's not familiar, how long were you in jail for?
2 years and 6 months.
And we actually detail and discuss that in a previous interview.
Yeah.
That they can look up.
Yes, sir.
But when it came to you using some of these lyrics that you had in jail, do you hear a beat and then spit something that you memorized or you thought about, or do you get somebody like a producer to cook something up for something you already have in mind?
Most of the time, like I go by like I'll go through packs or he'll be making something, but like I just sit there and like I don't know, I just let my mind connect with the beat, you know what I'm saying? And I just let it come. You know what I'm saying? First, what I first do, what I do, I try to come with a melody before words. I try to come with a rhythm. Like, you know what I'm saying? I try to melodize my words before I get the words. And then I go in and put the words into the melody. You know what I'm saying?
Now, when you did create these lyrics in jail, did you have beats when you were in jail?
No, I got a little boom boom clap. That's it. A little boom boom clap.
Now, the amount of songs on this project, why that amount for this one?
Because I hadn't dropped my first tape was in October. That was my first tape, first and last tape. So like, I gotta give them a little bit more, cause I was just gonna give them 14 or 15. I was like, that ain't gonna hold them. So like, I'm gonna give them a little extra juice. And then I probably come right back with one, probably about 2 more months.
How many songs did you have to choose from originally before you ended up with this final track list?
Probably like around 40, 50.
How do you narrow that down? What's the process for that?
I ain't lying, that's hard. I really, cause how I do, I try not to put too much of the same energy. Like if I'm talking gangster, I try not to put 10 gangster songs on there. If I'm talking about love, I try not to put, 5, 6 love songs. So like, it's really like, I pick like a good 30 lineup, and me, my producer, Hard Body Be Easy, and a couple of my partners, we'll just sit there and we'll just like, all right, pull that one to the side, pull that one to the side, drop it down to 30, listen to it again, put that one to the side, narrow it out. All right, we're gonna go with 18 or 20. You know what I'm saying? And we go like that.
How long does that process actually take you?
Man, I ain't lying. Sometimes it take days, cause then I get in the mood to want to record, and we'll come back to it. It might take a week or something. Before, I ain't lying. The final track, the final playlist will come a couple of days before I need to turn it in. Cause like, I make the playlist and then I get in the car and be like, oh, I forgot about this song. You know what I'm saying? And we'll throw it in there.
Now, who put this track list together and what was the process behind that?
Me and my producer, Hard by the Bees, we did. Basically, we was trying to tell a story, you know what I'm saying, and keep the mood switching up and stuff. And then the label came in, they threw like 2 little changes to it, you know what I'm saying, which I ain't mind.
How long do you think the tracklist portion process took you?
I think we did that in probably about an hour or two. Probably about an hour or two.
Much quicker than the narrowing down process.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Now, how did you premiere this project when it came to releasing it? Some people premiere it maybe specifically with a platform. Some just release it on all digital streaming platforms. Did you premiere it a particular way? Or?
No, we released it on all streaming platforms. I just went up with a post.
Any regrets on that?
Like I say, as an artist, you know, I'm still learning, you know what I'm saying? I'm just getting to really like in this industry, you know what I'm saying? So like, I should have, you know what I'm saying, turned my project in a whole month or 2 before the date, and you know, then sat down with the labels and went about a process and stuff. But how stuff was going, like I'm like, man, I want my project out, you know what I'm saying? But like I say, you live and you learn, you know. If you don't learn from the situation, then you just being ignorant.
My only question to you though is, if you were to do that method like you just suggested, what happens in that month and a half while you have already turned it in, you come up with a hit song that just...
Yeah, that's the thing. You got to plan for the next tape and the next release, you know what I'm saying? Because some people get trapped in like when you release a tape, some people get trapped in promoting that tape so long that they forget about releasing new music, you know what I'm saying? So after you drop the tape, really the next month or 2, after you release a couple of videos off that tape, you need to be releasing new music.
You don't think that's like overkill?
You gotta overkill, or somebody else gonna overkill you. You know what I'm saying? And push you to the side. You gotta stay in their face. Yeah.
Now, after the project's released, aside from turning it in a month or month and a half before, which you have some regret or remorse of, was there any remorse in the actual final songs chosen or the final track list? So do you say to yourself, okay, the project's out now, you know, we should have added another song or taken away a song, or maybe we should have bumped a song up a little higher in the list or down a little further in the list. Did you have any remorse like that after it was already released?
I had like 1 or 2 that I feel like I should have held back because I feel like I really didn't realize that like I would get that reaction from the songs. I felt like they wouldn't really do nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? And the reaction I got, like, damn, I'm already promoting this as kind of like a single now. You know what I'm saying? People biting off this one, you know? So it's like bittersweet.
From start to finish, how much time did this project take to put together, if you can calculate?
I can't really calculate because I got one song I did like my 2nd month home. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't really say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I had to take each time from that. You know what I'm saying? Cut out how many hours it took to do that and put it all together or something, and go by hours or something. I wouldn't be able to. Like I could say like 5 or 6 of the songs got made like a week or 2 before the release.
Financially, how much does a project like this cost to create?
To create
Yeah.
or promote?
Whichever you want to share with us, the creator or the promoter together.
To create, I'd probably say around a good, I'm just estimating now, this ain't exact or nothing. To make it, it's probably around a good, probably 40, 50-ish, maybe 60-ish. It depends on your production. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of big producers on there, so maybe around that area. Not to promote, give a full promotion behind the tape is gonna be like 100 grand.
Now, I don't know if you had a budget in mind for this project or not, but if you did you go over or under your budget?
I think I made my budget.
Hindsight 2020, right? Looking back at how everything played out, spending that amount of money on this project, was it worth it?
Definitely.
Why?
Because I ain't lying. See, you know, with time and time, you get bigger and bigger. Like when I dropped my tape, I was surprised. 'Cause like both tapes that I dropped, I was surprised. 'Cause like I'm like I ain't know that many people listen to me. You know what I'm saying? And when I dropped this one, it was like even a bigger reaction. You know what I'm saying? The numbers I did my first 2 days, like I wasn't even thinking that it was done. You know, I could be done. I could do that. You know what I'm saying? And then that's with platforms that you don't count. You know, like Spinrilla and my mixtapes. You know that don't count towards your streaming. But when you add it all up, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What do you think led to those extra listeners that you didn't anticipate?
I ain't lying. I feel like people just know good music when they hear good music. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All it takes is somebody on the Insta snap playing that right song and like, oh, let me go check him out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he dropped the tape. I done heard somebody say his name before, but I ain't never check out his music, so let me go listen. People react more to mixtapes than they really do singles, to tell you the truth.
Now, is this your best work to date, musically? This project here, this body of work?
Yeah, I had to say yeah, cause I'm gradually getting better and better. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I discourage myself because I'm my biggest critic. You know, sometimes I feel like I'm making the same sound. Like I had to have some. That's why I had to have other people give me advice on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you just tripping. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm like, all right, let me shake back. You know. Gangsta Talk. That's with NLE Chopper. He real hot right now. That was my first time on a beat at that speed. I think it was like 154, produced by Hard by the Be Easy, my main producer. And like, it was my first time being at that energy, you know what I'm saying? So it was a little different vibe. Famous Crushes, that's like one of my favorite songs on the track, on the playlist. That was, I wrote the hook in jail. I had just finished watching a movie called Pompeii. You ever seen that movie?
Me personally, no.
Okay.
But some have, watching this interview.
Basically, it's a warrior. He had got like caged in, and he basically had to fight for his freedom. He had, you know, gladiator stuff. He had to fight for his freedom. And then the queen, the princess, she used to be watching him. They, you know, catching her eye, and they fall in love, and yada yada blah blah. So then I had made the hook. I was on Q1 or 2 in the parish. I was like, you can be my Nia Long, I'll be your Craig off of Friday. You be my queen, I'll be your warrior like Pompeii. You know what I'm saying? So me and Body, Be Easy, he was playing on piano. I was like, hey, hit that key right there. And you know, he played on piano, threw a little sax solo up in there. And then we just went from there. And I just turned it into a song that was like, it's called Famous Crushes. Like I basically put female songs in there that, you know, I thought was cute. You know what I'm saying? I don't particularly just want them or nothing like that, but you know, I felt like they was cute at that moment while I'm recording. And that's how that went. Demons was more like a personal song where a lot of people ask me some questions that they be want to know, like, you know, that I don't really be speaking on. And I just gave them a lit, like, inner me, you know what I'm saying, interpersonal me. Did that make sense? Interpersonal me?
I guess you tap into your inner self to answer those questions.
I gave them lit, you know what I'm saying, inside. You know
Insight,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah, insight. God, appreciate that. Story to tell. Basically, that was a story to tell. And I remixed it with Money Bag Yo, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Baggy Yo. Doggone is a song that I wrote in jail. I wrote the hook in jail. And I had never, I think I wrote the first verse in jail too. And basically it was like I was just hurting, you know what I'm saying? I actually cried in the middle of recording. I had to go inside the bathroom and shake back a little bit. I got Lonesome. That's a song there that I had for my artist Yosha, just to get him some, exposure on the tape. Big Sticks, that's featuring YNW Melly, Free Melvin, you know what I'm saying? What's Your Name, What's Your Number? That's Q-Red on the track. That song actually is sampling a part of me from Ooh. In the background, it got me singing from Ooh on there. So I feel like that was like something different. I got a song Red Light featuring Mazza and Celeru and Theo. You know what I'm saying? That was just like basically expanding, working with new artists, West Coast. Got the Ooh remix. Ooh is my biggest song that I did to date, and I remixed it with Kevin Gates. Shout out to Big Brother. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's about it. That's like my favorites on the tape.
Now I want to break some of these down. There was a song where you teared up and you had to take a break.
Yeah.
Do you keep the sounds of maybe your voice cracking or the tearing up? Do you keep that raw voice or that raw recording in the actual song, or is it one of those situations where you stop and re-record it to take that out?
That situation there, I stopped recording. I couldn't record like that. You know what I'm saying? Now other songs, I would say sometimes, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because some people when they sick, they like to have that rugged in their voice. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on the timing and the vibe. That's all.
What led you to actually tear up in that song?
It's just sometimes you can't. I'm the type of person I suppress all like my pain and my thoughts a lot of times. So sometimes you can't hold it. Sometimes you got triggers that bring it out sometimes.
This pain, have you ever sought like counseling or therapy for this stuff?
I want to, but then again, I thought about it. I didn't want to do it because I feel like I wouldn't make good music no more. Because I make music off emotions mostly. So I feel like if I you know what I'm saying, I get rid of my emotions, my music might not be good no more.
Also too, some of these lyrics that you had came up with in jail, did you jot this stuff down or was it just strictly based on memory for you?
I jotted it down. I still got like 100 songs from jail I haven't did.
Like a notebook full of stuff?
Yeah. 3 notebooks.
There was a song that was about different females' songs.
Yeah.
A reference to different female songs.
Yeah.
I know you said some of these females you might not be personally into, but have you tried to reach out personally to any of these girls mentioned on that song or no?
Yeah.
You have?
Just about all of them. Just about. I DM LMA. I DM JT. I DM Dream Dog. Now listen. Now I be writing them, but if they end up getting a boyfriend or something, I unsend it. You know what I'm saying? Out of respect. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Who else I wrote? Who else I said? I ain't write Kylie. Yeah, I wrote down there all of them.
Did any of them respond back to you?
Not towards the message. Dream Dog, she wrote me back to a snap because I think I was playing the song right before the tape dropped, and she had wrote some laughing emojis.
I see.
Yeah.
You mentioned some different features here on this project too. All these features, were they any people that you've worked with in the past, or are these all new people for the first time you've recorded music with?
I had worked with T already, T Grizzly. Me and Melly got a couple songs together. I had worked with Melly already. Everybody else I think was new.
So, Bag, Gates, Choppa, those were all new.
Choppa, I had did one. Me and him got another song. We had did a song before that too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So with Bag and Gates, how did you actually link for those songs? They reach out to you, you reach out to them. How does that work? with those two in particular?
With Gates, I've been knowing Gates before I went to jail. He been showing love, and like, you know what I'm saying. He one of them dudes, like, you know, he'll try to help when he can. You know what I'm saying. He's reached out, you know, asked me what song I was promoting. You know what I'm saying. Went from there. You know what I'm saying. Bag came actually from Gates. You know what I'm saying. I think he put us on the phone one day, and from there he said we were gonna work one day. You know what I'm saying. Then I actually he told me we were gonna work one day, and then Big Juke, guy that brother, me and him been conversating and stuff. And I told him, I'm like, man, I need Bag on the story to tell. That's the only person I see on there. Sent it over. Bag was rocking with it. Sent it back, and shit. Since then we've been locked in.
And you also mentioned there's a song with your own artist.
Yeah, Leosha.
Signed to you, signed to your label, signed to your imprint?
We ain't on no paperwork or nothing like that, but you know, I'm just trying to put him in a position to where he gonna see every dime of his music and become bigger to where, you know, one day he gonna be able to get him a deal. If he decide that he wanna be on the paperwork with me, then we'll go from there. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'll make back whatever I put into him, but you know, it's his decision if he wants to sign to me or not.
I see. Why do that? Why work with somebody you consider them to be, you know, one of your artists, but not have any paperwork just yet before you start putting them on?
It's all about intentions. You know what I'm saying? Some people, you know, would be like, I wouldn't really too much put him under me and without giving that decision. You know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, I'm an up and coming artist. You feel me? It's hard for another up and coming artist to come up under an up and coming artist. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for another artist to come up under another artist, period. You feel me? I feel like the only artist who really successful with that is probably Yo Gotti and a few more people, but I feel like he did it the best. He gonna drop 1 or 2 singles each year, but he gonna fall back and let his artists get their shine on. You know what I'm saying? Others, they gonna sign 50 people. They gonna try to drop a tape every other day. You know what I'm saying? Get on each of their artist songs and you're not giving them no spotlight. You're just gonna suck them dry. You know what I'm saying? Until they not doing nothing, now you don't got no use for them.
I imagine also some people probably would make sure there's paperwork before they start placing somebody else.
I say, it's about intentions. Like, I don't look at him to make money off of him. Like, he want to rap, so I told you I'm gonna put him in a position to where he gonna see every penny that he owed. You know what I'm saying? If I put some money towards him, you know, I'll make my money back, but it's really up to him. You know what I'm saying?
How did you guys meet for the first time? Do you remember how that happened?
Who, Yosha?
Yeah.
He family. You know what I'm saying? He TVG. If you rock the chain, you rock the name, you in the game.
Oh, but not biologically related
No.
to you. Do people think you are?
I mean,
people think you're like
no. They just
cousins or something.
Nah, they just know that TVG. You shouldn't fuck with that. If you know what's best for you.
And what about as far as producers? These producers on this project, any of them you worked for the very first time, or they repeat?
Southside, Ben Billions. Who else first? DJ Chose. You know what I'm saying? Swift Bang is on there. I worked with him before. I don't want to. Curating and Hard By to Be Easy. That's 2 of my main producers. Hard By to Be Easy is my main producer, and Curate. Other than that, I don't want to miss nobody. Some people get mad. I think that's everybody. No, I'm sorry. DJ Care. He up and coming out of Baton Rouge. You know what I'm saying? That was my second time working with him. First time on my own song. Well, that wasn't my song. That was Boulevard Quick song. R.I.P. Quick.
How did you link with Southside? DJ Chose, and I think you mentioned one more. There was somebody you worked with.
Ben Billions.
Yeah, Ben Billions. How'd you link with
DJ Chose, somebody had told me about him. I jumped in his DM. He hit back. It's been love ever since. Southside, I had went to the studio. I had pulled him on Sada Baby. I don't know if you know him, but that's my dog.
Yeah, I've interviewed him.
Yeah, that's my dog there. But I guess they was already working that night. I think they shot a video. Southside was there. We was just running about jury and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Peep the vibe. Pulled up at the studio. He left a pack before he left off. You know what I'm saying? Do what y'all do. Been love ever since. Been billions. I met him through management. My management didn't work with him before he came by the studio. Been love ever since. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like if you don't like something I said on my tape, suck my dick. That's about it.
You also mentioned several names here during this interview of features and producers and things of that nature. Anybody else you want to shout out that you didn't mention or name in regards to this project at all?
Shout out my mama. I love you. Love you, baby girl. Yeah, man. Shout out to my management. You know what I'm saying? All the producers. It's like I'm winning an award right now. Other than that, shout out to everybody who rocking with me, you know what I'm saying? Real recognize real.